Hold on to the night. Hold on to the coins you love. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back. We're here. I got dude in the car. We're chilling. Don't freak out. Please, 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 please. Don't lose your cool. And please, don't go start buying into this global sell-off shit. If the markets crash, who cares? Go into what I said, guys, if you're on Wall Street. Pile in those VIX ETFs. Oh, man, and those will go down too. Watch. Those will be back down by the end of the week. By even maybe the end of the day, by the end of tomorrow. Because even a VIX ETF, guys, in this world of investing, in the world we live in right now, it's better to be invested, in my opinion. Even if you don't have all your money in crypto, right? If you have cash positions sitting on the sidelines, you're making mad money right now because you're deploying it into some of this stuff. So, guys, as you know, as you saw yesterday when we saw crypto crash, we could kind of think that the rest of the world markets would follow suit, because now crypto is so frontline and center that it almost runs the world, essentially. And that's exactly what we're seeing, guys. The Nike key is down over 12%. The NASDAQ, the S&P, New York Stock Exchange, they're all these stocks on every exchange, guys, are just fucking cratering. But they're also getting a lot of people piling in as they crater. And these people are making 8 to 10% in equities right now, in stocks. So it leads me to believe this ain't going to last. This ain't going to be something that, this constitutes a crash in terms of the crypto world. Like I told you last week, we crashed last weekend, I think, or Monday or Tuesday. Then we edged up 20% on some coins. And then we now are down 37%, 40% on some coins from that peak of last week. All right. So this would definitely constitute a crypto crash. So this is one of those times where we need to kind of reflect on, if we don't have cash to deploy, me included in this, like we don't have giant cash positions sitting on the sidelines ready to go into these crashes, we're probably doing ourselves a disservice. But at the same time, guys, you guys know I'm fully invested, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. I think it's a good thing because from the longevity standpoint of being in crypto for as long as I have found, regardless of the circumstance of the general economy, regardless of anything going on in the stock market, regardless of any of these financial things that are doing their thing on a day-to-day, for me, it actually does better to just hold the crypto, even through these rough spots. You might say, well, dude, if you would have sold 4 days ago, you could have bought back and halved your position up. That is the case. But here's another thing that people fail to recognize. What if the market didn't do what it just did? And the fact that people that think they can read the market are always telling you how good they can read the market, but we never see their actual positions. We just see their mouth moving, like you do on the computer screen or your phone, but we can't really guarantee any of this stuff. The only thing we can guarantee is our own portfolios, our own holdings, our own coins that we're holding on day to day, that really kind of paints us a different picture, at least from my perspective. So what I mean by that is, when you start understanding, guys, how to profit in this industry, how to be crypto, how to have your crypto bag grow in terms of dollar amount, it takes this type of conversation so you guys understand what it is. Because really the best thing to do is hold the crypto you got. Try to wait for these downward slumps where you can have cash on the sidelines ready to go in when these crashes happen. I've seen dozens. I've seen more than dozens. Hell, I've seen like so many times, guys, where I've seen crypto crash, where we see a 20, 30% drop, sometimes in a fucking day. And for me, I'd rather be in those coins, guys, when they crash. And I know that sounds a bit psychotic. Why would I want to be in something that's crashing? But here's the deal, is I would rather hedge that downside risk while knowing that the upside could wash me out of any potential positions that I might not be able to get in as it's going up. So like I said earlier, is it makes sense to look at this stuff for the long haul. It really does, because you'll notice if you're trying to play these short-term games, you might get lucky a few times, but a lot of times when you get lucky, it only builds your confidence to take on more risk. That happens a majority of the time, because if I'm taking on more risk, if I'm not able to take on that downside risk, then, you know, if I'm not able to take on that downside risk, then when the upside comes, I'm going to be in a very, very, very tough spot, because then I'm going to be either jumping in too high, I'm going to be rationalizing what it is that I'm doing, not rationalizing what it is what I'm doing, and making worse decisions from an investment standpoint. So it just makes sense for me, okay? And I think that for most people watching this channel, it does make more sense to try to see this stuff longer than a day-to-day basis, longer than a week, longer than a year, longer than a month. Try to see this stuff as establishing big positions. And sure, if the price goes up a little higher and you're in a position where you need to utilize fiat for whatever reason, that's your opportunity to. But don't try to play these short day-to-day spikes. Don't even try to play the weekly or monthly spikes, because it goes down really fast some days, guys. But some days it really goes up too.